Welcome to another episode on my driving robot Mydfir. Last time I replaced this lamp by an LED, which was not a great success because this turned out to be a special LED, changing colors. I don't like that, so I want to replace that. Another thing is that well, with these schematics, which are alright, little explanation, because when you look here you see of course the red, green and blue, and those are merely colored caps on a normal lamp. Apart from that, this I added. This is supposed to be the battery pack, 9 volts. Actually nominal 8.4 volts, point, comma, whatever, 8,4 volts. But if you measure them, they are slightly higher. Then the LED in question is right here, and then power to the robo interface. This is the power entrance, power inlet for the robo interface, of the robo interface. This is a separate contact. If you look at this, you see, let me make it a bit clearer. You see here a green and red, then red and green, and red and green coming here, and then a messy stuff which goes to the ground. So these wires go to slightly visible green and red. So this is a separate connection from this one. So this LED I'm going to replace. The rest is the same, and the question is how to replace this LED without messing with all the other stuff. So I am going to try to do it quite simple, I hope. Cap off, and then with a little screwdriver I take away this one and putting in this one, which is monochrome color, putting it in, and of course I have to take care that red goes to red, so it has to be put in like this. Then this doesn't matter because it's one such bottom is of connector is well, no, it doesn't mind which color which thread goes in here, but now it does, because now this is red and this is green, so that doesn't matter. Then this cap on, and now it's a monochromous LED, and usually LEDs take much less power than a lamp, so just maybe I should replace those lamps by an LED, but LEDs give less power. So let's just power it up. And that sounds and looks fine. What it is about for the rest is right here. The line detection sensors, and later on probably some color calibration for these lamps, because color calibration is about value, and the value of a color changes with light, not just light, with light source as well, and the intensity of light. So it's a very tricky business. Anyway, this is the next subject, line following, and that went all wrong last time. Even when I thought I had it all set up, it still didn't respond well. So let's figure out how to correct that. Before I'm going to do anything else. After now I've placed the robot on the track, does it respond correctly? So once again, with the diagnosis interface, yeah, okay. Yep, I have put it correctly on the line. This is exactly what I want to know and what I want to see right now. So off the track, on track, on track, off track. This is the one I added last time. This is the oldest that I moved from 1 and 2 to 3 and 4. So this is what I want to see, which is nice. Close interface for now. And another look at the coder, because I'm not interested right now in the color. This is what it is about. So the interface has confirmed now, including the diagnostics, that off track is 0. The right side of the line. I should actually say outside of the line, because if I how should I name that actually? It is not the right side of the right hand side of the line, it's the right hand side of the robot actually. So I should say robot. Right hand side. Then if that is off the track, and with the diagnosis with it, so then these two, is that correct? These two should be these two are left hand side, so 3 and 4 should be 0. 3 and 4 should be 0 then, which is correct. Going on, left hand side of the robot. Left hand side, that's the opposite. So 1 and 2 should be 0, and 3 and 4 should be 1. That's great. That's good. But now I realize that this is not correct. This is not correct. Ouch. I should add this to this. That is big failure. Very big failure. And then I should remove this one. So while not this and this, do this. Same I should do here. Let's make it quite simple. This one, and then I'll have to add this. No, up till here, right here. Delete this bracket. See this. And let's keep code nice and tidy. Alright. This is more important. If you do one thing, then don't forget the other. And driving over the line, that is just like this, which is correct. Just correct. I think this was the main culprit. I hope so. So with this reasoning, it's time for a floor test. Yes, let's do it. So after these changes, let's see how it behaves. Pressing enter on the console for the program, and this is not what I expected, because it responds to color. So I think I will disable the color for now. On the other hand, it should respond anyway. And I haven't changed the position of the robot after I checked for diagnosis. So this is a strange situation. Let's cancel and try again. Red color. Ah, now it does something. What if I'm going to change the direction of the motors? But that should not happen. Okay. So, will this be different? No. Not different at all. Another chance. But I expect exactly the same behavior. Yeah, alright. So this is not a coincidence, and let me, for the situation right on track, reverse the motor direction. So right becomes left, left becomes right, and then I'm talking about the motor directions. Let's see. Really? Wait a second. Okay, let me put it on track. Diagnosis, see for diagnosis if the sensors are correct, and then do it. So, entering the diagnosis interface. And no, it is slightly off track. Now it's on track. So let's see how it behaves now. Right, cancel and restart. It doesn't do a thing. It really doesn't do a thing. So, how can this happen? Very good question. But let's go back to the code and change the rest as well. One problem is though that I should not have to change anything. So what I did is here with driving over the line, which is right here, I did change this, which is correct, and then now I changed left, right to left and left to right. But I don't think I should be doing that. So I'm going to change this and this back to what it was. And now the question is how to proceed, because it used to work. And other thing is of course that now that I have two sensors and it can happen that three sensors are being shown. So let me go here. This is now 2, and if I change it slightly, then this is being done. So how should it behave with 3 sensors? That is a very good question. I think I should be dealing with it as being off track. So that's an entirely new situation. So if this is off track and this is on track, it should be dealt with as being going off track to the left, as going off track with 1 and 2 being 0, which is here, left hand side of the robot, and right now it doesn't deal with that. Which is then an entirely new situation. So I should copy at least this part. Copy, paste. Oh yeah, right. Then this is not entirely correct. So I should do it like this. Changing this into 1. Then it goes to both 0 to the left side, and then it should act like it. That should be best. And then for the right side, the exact same thing, I'm afraid. Because when these three are 1 and this is going to 0, same thing happening. Copy, paste, and then this one 1. One is 0, the rest is 1, and then 4 becomes 0. And this is the opposite. Let's see how this behaves. If it behaves. Not a clue yet. Another test on the floor. So in the new program situation, let's see how things behave. Starting the algorithm. Again, too much colors. Too much color sensor. And I do not want to cancel out the color recognition yet. Although, let me just do that and see how it behaves. That is to say, yeah, cancelling out colors. That should do it. Now let's see again. Well, that's still color recognition. And yeah, I have two color sensors, so I forgot the other color sensor. And that is fixed now. So, new attempt. But what will happen, if anything? As yet, nothing at all. Alright, let me put it on a different position. Right here. And I don't care if it is mid-center, because it should not matter anymore. Alright, let's influence things. No. No. Why does it drive like this? No. It definitely should not respond like this. But how to go on? Looking at the output, I see here D2 motor 1 reaction and D2 motor 3 reaction. Now the only time that this is playing up is when you look at the sonar. In this case D1 sonar and here D2 sonar. Now this is D2 reaction, which also means that there is something detected by sonar 2 when and only when, if and only if there is something within a reach of 5 centimeters, and 5 centimeters is 2 inches approximately. So the only thing that could be there is some wiring, but the sonar also has a minimum resolution, minimum reliable detection resolution of 2 centimeters, and there was nothing in between, so maybe there was some wiring in between, whatever. So I checked the wiring, and now that should be alright. So let's do a final floor test and see how it behaves. You never know. Final part for this episode. Wires checked, code checked, position not really checked, but it's not exactly in the middle. So now, for safety's sake, somewhat in the middle. It shouldn't matter now anymore. So let's go for it. Oh no, not again. Again, it gives a sonar problem, and now it is D1. This is D2, this is D1. There's nothing in front of it. Absolutely nothing. Well, if you look far enough, then yes, there are objects, but not in the sense like I'm holding my hand. So one more time. No response. No. Okay. Again, something detected in front of the sonar. And yes, I programmed it that in case there is something in front of the sonar, it drives backwards. So this could mean that somehow it interprets the signals from the sonar wrong, and there is nothing with the sensory reading from the line, and that it wants to drive forward, but by misreading the sonar, that it drives backwards. Could be. But that is something I'll have to deal with next time. So for now, thank you for watching. If you like this video and haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Give the video a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Twitter, retweet and like, follow me on Instagram and like. And please donate to keep videos coming to you. More information on my website. And this is, well, obviously going to be continued. Bye bye.